It's March the 4th, and although the sun has just gone in because it's seen my face, it was lovely and sunny this morning, and we really got our first taste of spring. And yes, the sap is starting to rise. It's soon going to be that time where there's going to be so much to do. But I'm not going to get carried away today. I'm not going to go sowing all my seeds. I am going to be looking at my garlic. That'll be exciting. And what else am I doing? Oh, I'm going to be showing you some unusual mulch and potting up my dahlias and maybe sharing my new tool. Okay, so and the other thing, if I sound a bit different, it's because I'm wired up. Look, I don't know if you can see that from there, and I've lost the little furry thing, so I don't know what it'll sound like. But yeah, so many people have said that when I'm standing away from the camera, it goes very quiet, that I've gone and invested in one of these dahlia microphones, and this is my first time. I haven't even tried it out at home to see if it works, but what you're not seeing here, even though you might not see this, is the fact that it's completely attached to all this. Look at all these gubbins. So somehow I'm going to try and do this bit with this plugged in. I might just have to unplug it at certain times because it's a bit cumbersome. There's got to be an easier way. Anyway, we'll tuck that out of the way and pretend it's not there. So yeah, let's have a little look at what's going on. Come and have a look at what's in my bag. Okay, we've got, I feel like I'm going to have to kneel down. We're very lucky in that the town where I live is actually based on brewing, which is lucky in many ways. But we've also got a really good local brewery. And very often you'll go along and they just have their bags of spent hops outside waiting for collection. So today we have got 3. Oh God, it's really quite intoxicating. We used hops on the fruit last year, and I don't know if you can see, but they just provided you can't see, let me show you. They just rot down and provided a really beautiful mulch. I'll put that back on there. They did smell a bit to begin with, but yeah, they're free. They're free. If you've got a local brewery round by you, you know, people go on about, they talk about using coffee grounds, and I know the jury's out on that. There's lots of arguments for and against, but actually these, you get a lot more to them. So at the risk of our allotment smelling like a brewery, which is fine, just going to do that. Okay, and all I'm going to do, I'm not going to put them around the trunks of the bushes, just in case, I don't know, they're a bit strong or there's something in there that's going to burn. But all you have to do is just sprinkle them around. It'll rot down. The worms love them, as you can imagine. Got some very happy worms here. Come down on a Saturday night, they're all singing. Well, you see, I'm getting carried away now. And yeah, so I'm just going to, well, I'm not going to do all this by hand. I'm going to tip this on, rake it round, and show you when it's done. Hello, sweetheart. Oh, I can't reach. Hey, beauty. Hold on, I'm going side saddle. Okay. There we go. Okay, the last time we were in the greenhouse and looking at the garlic, I showed you how well they'd rooted actually beneath the that start to come out the pots, and that started to root into the soil that's underneath. So because I don't want this to be their final resting place, I'm going to carefully try and lift these so that I'm not going to damage too much of the roots. And then I'm going to try and, oh, actually that was come out okay, look, that's okay. I'm going to try and get them out of the pots with as little damage as possible and put them outside, because really they're not going to grow as well as they can do in there. So yeah, so let's have a look. I'll see if I move back a tip. Oh, I just killed it. You didn't see that one, sorry darling. Right, okay, so I've had to go side saddle here. Let's have a look. They should Yeah, they're okay, they're okay. In fact, oh, some of them don't even need digging, look. So you can see the roots on that one, roots are coming through. It's obviously a happy plant. Let's see if any others will dig up or lift up. Yeah, that one's okay. These are probably ones that I tried to lift last time, actually. Yeah, look at that though. Look at that root system. Yeah. Obviously I'm not going to want to damage this. There is a possibility that I might do. So I think one of these ones at the back had particularly deep roots. But if I, oh, yeah, it's just a case of, you know, look at that. Okay, good start. Can't remember. Oh, it says here these are early purple white, and they were planted in here on the 7th of November. So what's that now? December, January, February, March, 4 months ago. So we'll just lift these up. Where should I put those? And then we shall take them outside. I feel a bit guilty now about putting them outside because it's gone a bit mean, a bit nasty this weather now. It's got a bit windy as well. But oh, look at that one. Wow. Now I'm saying that might be the worst one because I've got to try and get that out of the pot. But if I show you some of the other, oh, that's fantastic. What I'm going to do as well though, if I've brought them in, I may not have brought them in. Look at that. God, the smell of garlic though already, they really do smell quite pungent. Yeah, and then, yeah, they've lifted really easy. So, what I found in the shed was some garlic that I didn't plant out last year. And so, all I've done, because it looks like it's really trying to grow, if you look, I mean, bless it, it's got these little weak shoots coming off. But I reckon I've sat it, it's been sitting on damp soil now for a week, so that I thought it might give the roots something to go for. I'm actually going to try and plant these. They were probably ones that you plant in autumn. I don't know what variety they are, but I think if that is trying to grow, it's not going to do it any harm, even if it doesn't split into separate clothes, even if that just grows as each clothe grows as one big bulb, you can still use them. So I'm going to put them in, and also I am going to put in, here we go, hold to hand, a Solent white garlic, and this one is planted autumn or spring. So if you can plant that in autumn or spring, I don't see why we can't plant that in autumn or spring. So these are going to go straight outside today. And so there we have it, 3 rows of garlic that may or may not come, but whatever happens, it's going to be a better crop than last year. All I need to think of now is in the next couple of weeks I'm going to make sure that I cover it with EnviroMesh, because I think it's early April that the grubs with a leaf miner start to get a bit frisky. So yeah, fingers crossed this time. You see that flower? There's some spring flowers. Hoping to get some frogs this year. The early ones we've got are those two. I think they're frightening the others off. Hello, I'm back in the greenhouse now, only because it's gone very cold outside and I'm completely nesh. So I've come to pot up my dahlias, but I'm not going to do it at this angle, so I'll see you in a minute. Right, what I've got here is just ordinary
well, actually it's Miracle Grow, I think. Miracle Grow compost. It's fine. Actually, what I've found about, I'm going down. What I've found about compost over the last couple of years, it's quite damp, is they do vary from year to year. So some years everyone will be recommending one particular compost, and the next year it's really, really bad quality. So it seems to be the luck of the draw. I'm terrible. I'll go for a bargain. So if it's 2 for £10, I get 2 for £10, which I don't know, maybe that's showing the results. But anyway, back again. Right, what I'm going to do today, I am just going to start my dahlia bulbs off. Wilkinson's, £1. These 3. Now, foolishly, the reason I'm doing these again, because I had this one last year. I gave that one to my mum and dad last year and it was absolutely beautiful. I wish I'd kept it. So I'm going to give that a go. That one's a new one on me. What I didn't do last year was look after them. In other words, dig them up and bring them in. So they've all rotted in the ground. So I'm having to do it again. All I'm going to do, that pot is perhaps too small, but one of these tubers, actually that one is only quite small, so it should be okay. It's not their permanent pot, it's not the last place they're going to be. We're just going to break up the compost so it's nice, there's no air pockets or anything like that in there. Open the packets. You know, I used to always think dahlias were like a really specialist thing, like chrysanthemums, but they're actually dead easy to do. Look, those bits have come off. I wonder if they'll take. I'm going to put them in. And what you'll find is a bizarre looking root structure, bulb, tuber. I'll settle on tuber. Looks like that. And all we've got to do is pop that in there. As you can see, press it down a little bit. And then you can see actually the neck of this tuber has broken. I hope I haven't just done that. But we can see where the neck is. And we are just going to lightly cover the majority of the tuber, but leaving that neck exposed. Okay, that is literally all there is. Even I can do that. And yeah, then obviously it's not ready to go out yet because you wouldn't put these outside. If you're going to put them in the soil, it would be April to May time. But these then will start to get a bit of a head start as long as they're somewhere we've got a little bit of protection. So in this case I'm going to keep them in the greenhouse. Yeah, they'll do okay, and hopefully then, let's just shove all that in there. Hopefully then we will have the delightful flowers that we had last year, because they flowered forever. I had them round the pond and they were brilliant as cut flowers. Look at that, actually, look at that compost. That's okay, isn't it? They were brilliant as cut flowers, and yeah, they lasted forever, and they would have carried on provided if I'd dug them up and brought them in, or at least even put some sort of fleece over them, which I didn't. Right, have a look at that one. I mean, these look really, really dried out, but that's okay. That is a really quite a good system going on there. In fact, actually, if you look here, can you see there? That tiny bit there, that is starting, that is wanting to grow. So, put too much in there. Just going to gently, again, spread the tuber out. I don't want to break anything off unless it's, oh, I just don't want to break anything off. And then backfill with some compost, lightly water. Already, ah, look, already. Just give it a tap to make sure there's no air pockets in there. Already, I've forgotten which one's which is why we should label. Now, what was that one? Which one did I do first? Small one. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, one of them's one of them, and one of them's the other one. Always have your labels ready to put in. Okay, I'm going to put that in there. And then, yeah, exactly the same with the last one. This has got a great big tub. because it's what I had to hand. Okay, once again, nothing magic in it. It is, I don't know, this is multi-purpose, yeah. So this should last them if I wanted to grow them on in the pot. This pot would be okay to grow a dahlia in, so it might be that this doesn't actually get transplanted outside. But the other two, once the weather warms up, they should be ready to be transplanted outside. And that is, ooh, it is a weirdie, that is as easy as it is to pot on your dahlias. We've got the Stuttgarter Giant set up in these trays now, just in these modules to get them going before it's time to plant them out. And if you look, there's some sharp sand around the top here, and apparently that is meant to deter onion fly. So, of course, after last year, we're going to give anything a go to deter that onion fly, so we'll see if it works. Okay, I've decided to come in now. I've had enough now. It's getting on for 5 o'clock and it's still light, which is brilliant, but it's getting really cold, and to be honest, I haven't defrosted yet since about last August, so I'm completely nesh. So yeah, I'm back in the shed. Quite glad with what I've managed to get done today. Still very early in the season, but clock's ticking. Got the garlic in, got my dahlias potted up. Didn't manage to move my bushes, madam. So we're just gonna have to keep an eye on those. Hope they're okay this year. And what else? Oh yeah, showed you the mulch. So, you know, if you have got a brewery by you, obviously ask first, but these hops are waste products usually, and they don't mind. In fact, they are more than glad for you to take them from them and take them away. So as long as you don't mind your allotment smelling a bit like a brewery for a few weeks, yeah, they're good. They're good things. Anyway, one of the comments I had on, oh well, I haven't done that many videos recently, so it must be a recent one, was why don't I try growing something different, because everybody seemed to be growing the same thing. So I mean, last year I did do the cucamelons. I know lots of people out there try different things all the time. Vivi does chickpeas. She did chickpeas last year. I think quite a few people did ochre. Someone's done ginger. Loads of different things going on. But I was trying to think, because we haven't got a huge allotment, I haven't really got the space to experiment with lots of new things and still grow the things that I want. But on the very same day, a good friend of ours gave us a whole load of scorzonera seeds, which is black salsify. I don't know how you pronounce it properly. He calls it scorzona. I have actually Googled how to say scorzonera, but it comes out different every time. So I'm calling it scorzonera. And it's black salsify, which is, apparently it's meant to be absolutely beautiful when cooked. Quite a delicate flavour, some oyster-like, some people have said. As long as you peel it. Someone said it can stand in for asparagus, which I don't know if it will or not, because I absolutely love asparagus, but I'm going to give that a go this year anyway. So I haven't got the seeds with me because I've left them, but apparently they get really beautiful like yellow flowers on as well, so I might actually grow it where I've got my flowers around the pond. But otherwise, seed wise, of course, I mean, I think we've all got too many seeds, because what happens is you keep them from years gone by and think, oh, I can't throw them out, they might come in. But we were recommended again a company called Seeds Direct, and we had a delivery from them the other day. And what I really like about these is usually when you buy a packet of seeds, let's see if I've got one to hand, you've got them, here we go, here's my sweet peas. You've got them in a packet like that. Oi! You've got them in a packet like that. And until you've actually opened them, you don't get to appreciate what they're actually like. And I know it sounds a bit mad, but you open them and you put them in the soil. You don't actually think about the seed themselves. But when you look at the variety, I mean, I'm going to try and do this. I'll have a gust of wind now. I won't personally, but a gust of wind will hopefully not come through the shed. But if I just show you the variety we've got here in the different seeds. I mean, look, they're going from those absolutely tiny lettuce seeds to, oh, I've got purple podded peas. We've got these beautiful bolotti beans. I call them bolotti. Great big things. And then we've got these again. Are they lettuce? Lola Rossa? Tiny seeds. And what's beautiful about this company is they, look, great big one. They send them out, that's very cool, beetroot. They send them out in these packets. Well, they must be the smallest. Sorry, I'm going on a bit now. They send them out in these packets so you can actually see what's in them. So even before you've sown that seed and seen those shoots, you get a bit more of a chance to appreciate. I've been outside too long today. You get a good chance to appreciate the seed before it gets dumped in soil. Anyway, I'm shutting up now because that sounds a bit mad. Yeah, hope you're all okay. I've had quite a few subscribers since my last video, amazingly, because I haven't done anything. But thank you so much for that. It's always lovely to have new people along. And I know there's quite a few of you. It's the start of your first season down on an allotment or actually planting and growing things. And someone said to me the other day, what would be the best piece of advice that you could give someone? And I think if you're watching this, you've obviously got some way of accessing technology. So join sites, get on Facebook, join, I could give so many shout outs. Have a look at YouTube, see what other gardeners are doing, see what other gardeners in your part of the world are doing, or in a different part of the world, and get some inspiration there. Yeah, get onto Facebook. There are some brilliant sites out there, and the sort of people you will meet are really friendly. I find the gardening community is very, very friendly and so willing to pass on advice. The advice might be completely conflicting sometimes, but yeah, if you've got a question, ask people, you know, and ask and you shall receive. There we go. Gone mad again, haven't I? Anyway, okay, I think that's about it. I'm cold. I'm going to go home and warm up with a nice cup of tea. And yeah, next time I see you, it's going to be mad seed sowing season. So I hope you're all okay. I hope you're all looking forward to growing this year. And I'll see you again soon. Thank you.